QuadrigaCX wasn't an accident. It was a pattern. Trust placed in a single point. Control hidden behind convenience. These stories repeat because they feel safe at first, until one absence breaks everything. The question isn't whether Gerald Cotton died. It's whether trust without control ever survives. More investigations coming. QuadrigaCX felt ordinary. Clean interface, familiar routine. Canadians used it to buy and store crypto without thinking too much. Funds sat quietly in accounts. No alarms, no urgency. People trusted the platform because it worked yesterday and the day before. It didn't promise miracles, it promised access. That sense of normality created comfort, and comfort created dependence. When nothing seems broken, control feels unnecessary. That illusion held, right up until the moment it disappeared. Gerald Cotton was young, calm, and visible. He answered questions, gave interviews, traveled. He didn't look secretive, he looked responsible. To users, he was the exchange. There was no board, no backup leadership. Cotton held the keys, literally and structurally. People trusted him because he was present, and because nothing bad had happened yet. Trust wasn't built through systems, it was built through familiarity. And familiarity lowers suspicion faster than promises ever could. Behind the interface, everything depended on one person. Funds moved when Cotton moved them. Access existed when Cotton logged in. There were no visible safeguards, no separation, no redundancy. Users didn't know this. They saw balances, not structure. The exchange functioned smoothly, as long as one man was alive. That wasn't obvious, it wasn't advertised, but it was the core risk. When systems rely on silence, silence becomes dangerous. In December 2018, news arrived quietly. Gerald Cotton had died in India. Sudden illness, no warning. The announcement felt unreal. People processed grief first, then confusion, then fear, because something didn't add up. Access was gone, passwords didn't work, cold wallets were unreachable. The one person who knew everything was gone. Or was he? Doubts appeared immediately. Timing, location, no witnesses who mattered, and too many unanswered questions. Withdrawals stopped. Support went silent. Balances meant nothing anymore. About $190 million were locked beyond reach. Not frozen, not delayed, unreachable. There was no master key, no recovery path. The money wasn't moving because it couldn't, or because it had already moved. That uncertainty poisoned everything. Some believed Cotton had planned it, others believed incompetence. But one fact remained. Without him, nothing worked. And that design choice was irreversible. People searched for clarity, documents, records, proof of reserves. What they found was emptiness, wallets that didn't exist, accounts that had been used like personal funds, trails that ended abruptly. Every answer raised a new doubt. Was the exchange ever solvent? Was the death real or convenient? No explanation restored confidence. Because this wasn't a technical failure, it was a human one. And humans don't come with backups. Some lost savings meant for homes. Others lost trust in everything digital. Quiet losses, embarrassing losses, losses people didn't talk about. There was no dramatic crash, just a long silence. The kind that forces people to accept there will be no resolution, no recovery, no final clarity. The absence of answers became the damage. Not knowing hurts longer than knowing the worst. QuadrigaCX wasn't an accident. It was a pattern. Trust placed in a single point. Control hidden behind convenience. These stories repeat because they feel safe at first, until one absence breaks everything. The question isn't whether Gerald Cotton died. It's whether trust without control ever survives. More investigations coming.